Hi, I'm Andy from TNC Roamer, and today is my second day tripping in the town and country. I'm at the same place I was at yesterday, and it's this beautiful lake setting in central Texas. It's like a little reservoir for the town water. It's really nice. I got my chip clips. Yay! I went to Walmart and I got some organization baskets for some, like, let's say, toiletries and my flatware, right? And my cooking utensils. Oh, I'm getting pretty hungry, by the way. Oh, man. I did have breakfast this morning. I had oatmeal. Um, I don't really use my inverter, right? But um, I'm having this learning curve, right? So I figured 200 watt, 100 watt panels each, two panels, 200 watts total, that a 30-watt fridge and I guess now a 2500 watt inverter would be able to run in a hot Texas environment with nothing but sun all day. We hardly ever get overcast, and it's just not enough. So I ordered a life charger so that I can run it off the car's built-in inverter while I'm driving, and when the car's off, it won't charge at all. To kind of offset that gap, because there's a slight gap. I'm always in the negative. I've put the fridge on eco mode, and today I have disconnected my inverter. I have a switch coming to where I can use a switch to disconnect it, but for today I just unscrewed the negative cable. So I'm kind of hoping by the end of today, my battery will be all the way up to 14.6 volts. Right now, I just checked, it's at 13.6 volts. But with that fridge on, right? Let's see here. The solar panels are putting out 5.1 amps, and the fridge is consuming 2.7 amps. So I'm only basically storing, 2.7 amps. That's not enough. I mean, over the course of a day, it is. I probably, bridged the gap, but if you don't use the inverter, I don't see what's the point in keeping it on tap. If I need the inverter, I'll know I need the inverter, and I'll run the switch, and I'll consume that, initial. I don't know how many amps it's going to take, but I'll take that at that point because it's going to be like once a week, right? When I charge my cordless batteries or something like that. I don't even know. But my laptop is basically going to be running off 12 volts, so I guess I'm getting pretty hungry. Let me start on lunch. Wow, that is. Oh my goodness, it's such a nice day. Mm. Food shopping the other day. I've got this Leaven Fresh 12 grain bread from Aldi's. Oh, it's hopefully good. Let's see here. I stow my oils for when I travel. Wouldn't mind making or getting a cutting board that sits on top of here when I'm not moving. So I can use this whole space because it's not like every day I'll be using that stove. And even more rarely the oven because it does have an oven feature. All right, let's take a look here. Oh yeah, my chip clips. Get these out. Get a knife. Get peanut butter. My garbage bag. Hopefully this one doesn't blow away today. I need to get those screw-on hooks, but it's not as windy where I'm at right now, or at least not today. Oh, look at that brand new crispy. Peanut butter. I love it. Let me go ahead and scoot the bed over. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, I probably want to get my jelly. Let's see here. Still trying to figure out a good temperature setting for that fridge. It seems to run a lot colder than what it knows, so I've got it at 46 right now, and it seems just as cold as my house fridge, which is in the 30s. So I think it's a little off. I'm not quite sure why it does that, but it is off. Let's see here. Yeah, it's clean. Yep. Making peanut butter and jelly. I might add the back privacy shade back here. Yeah, the sun generates a lot of heat. Oh my. Oh yeah. Look at that spread. Concord grape jelly. Yum. Growing up, peanut butter and jelly used to be my favorite sandwich. I put my jelly back. I don't have much in the fridge today because if it does misbehave, I don't want to lose anything, you know? So this morning, I was looking for more ways to save money. And oil changes for this car, because it has to use synthetic, it's German engineering, which is a good thing, but the oil changes are very expensive, right? So, for my chopsticks, 1, 2. So oil changes are very expensive, right? So a good way to save money would be to do the oil changes myself. I do know that I have like maybe like I want to say I have like 1,500 miles left on this oil here, but I'm planning a road trip soon, and I don't want to change the oil prematurely. So I topped it off. It was down a whole quart, maybe like half a quart. Um, but I think when they changed my oil at the oil place, they told me, hey, you know, in a couple weeks, come back in for a top off. You might be a quart low. So I'm thinking they didn't give the extra quart for the filter, and they kind of do that as a policy. But that's really bad for the engine to run it low like that. Um, they should top it off, and they should make sure that the filter's filled completely and all of that. I'm not quite sure why they said come back, but I did have to top it off. I used pretty much, I want to say half a quart, but I did get the Mobil 1 synthetic, full synthetic, high mileage. I got a new oil filter, and I got, oh, so the thing is like, the automatic transmission, right? You're supposed to get that checked by a computer or at the dealership. And if you Google Chrysler Town and Country, that engine, they don't really have a way to. There's no dipstick with a level on it, So someone on the internet created a gauge like from I don't remember the numbers, but like from 4 millimeters all the way up to like 5.5 millimeters is a safe range for it to be high. Don't quote me on that because it's not. I don't know the exact. It's like 25 maybe. I'm not sure, but that's all. You can search that. But the thing is you put tick marks on your oil dipstick, and then so I put like I have a white Sharpie where I put ATX for automatic transmission fluid on the opposite side of the dipstick. So on the side where you have the engine oil safe range, now I have a ATX label with two tick marks, low and high, for when the transmission's warm. And yeah, I was low, wasn't even touching the safe mark. So I had to add a full quart in there of automatic transmission fluid. So now I'm all set and ready to roam. Um, I'm just trying to use the van right now to see what it is I might be missing so I don't have to, take anything from home. But let me quick say grace and I can start my lunch. Yeah. Okay, so the oil was $24, full synthetic. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, like $28, I think. And the filter was $10. So for $38, you could do it yourself, or you can spend over $100 to get it done at the quick change. So yeah, no, I'll be doing it myself. Save some money. I do have one of those oil drain pans where I'll probably wrap it in a garbage bag because it's getting pretty grody. I don't often do my oil changes, but when I was younger, I used to. But when you get older, everything hurts. You slow down a lot. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, it's so good. Oh, let's try this bread. Mm, well, great. Mm-mm. I need bigger solar panels, is really what it is. I think 300 watts would put me over the top. I'd be able to run my fridge a little cooler. I'd be able to run the inverter all day. But, you know, I have enough space up there to put a bike rack if I want. I put pressure treated wood, 1 inch by 6 inch, I think, up there. I screw right into it. I don't know that I'd want an e-bike on the roof. Maybe like a kayak or something. When I start roaming in Florida with those springs and stuff, I might need a kayak. But I think I want a drone first. I have to limit my spending. There's no way I can get a drone. Solar panels. Mm, uh, yeah. Oh, no way. The next solar panel I'd want, like if I did, I would take those off and sell them. I mean, they're brand new. Sell them, and then go to the flexible ones, right? Try to go from 200 watts to 300 watts. The weirdest thing is they even have sticker ones now. They make them super uber thin, where it comes with sticky tape, and you just stick them down. But my roof is long, but not wide. Like the car curves towards the top. So, it really limits my options in solar. I mean, it's a very wide base. I saw a Ford Transit. My car is wider, and I think it's a little bit taller. I think a Ford Transit would actually be a downgrade as far as cubic space from here. So I don't know if I'm too interested in doing a Ford Transit. Or even a Ram. Like them small Rams. Like that. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't want a Sprinter van. Like the big Sprinter vans that you know they're on YouTube. A Sprinter van would have my gas mileage. I don't know about half. I'll probably get like 21 miles to the gallon on the highway. I wonder if I should take this panel out for aesthetics while I'm parked here. I know I want to put the back one in. Right in here. It's too bright back there. Got it at Target today. I wanted to get, or not Target, Walmart. I wanted to get plasticware. Plasticware for like I want a cereal bowl. I mean, I suppose this plate's good enough. I don't need plate, but I need a bowl, maybe two bowls, and hmm, they don't have many choices. They had all of them were Halloween. Like they had black with spiders on them, and they had orange. Yeah, maybe I'll go to like at home. We have that. I just need two bowls. Maybe if I could take it to dimensions from here to here, a cutting board that fit, and maybe I could even cut it a little bit to make it fit perfectly. That would be cool. I'm gonna get these crumbs. Like I said, quick pre-wash, and then now I can come in here with a little soap, a little water. And my chopsticks are clean. My fingers are clean. Don't knock it till you try it. Remember, you saw it here first. Use chopsticks with your Cheetos. Oh yeah, okay. Before I do that, let me go ahead and put that rear. Probably the bottom one, right? Yep. Oh, no mistake in that. It's too hot back here. Let me go ahead and put this on and see what we get. Oh, nice. I could tuck it, but I won't. That's good enough. Oh yeah, that is already better. But it might be time to move this one down now. Let me see. Get that one out. I have such a nice view. one's harder to get in and out, though. I don't know how often I'd be willing to do that. Just start over here. Oh, that is nice. Oh, that is so nice. Hey everybody, I'm back. It's evening and it's dinner time, and I'm going to make steak today. It's the first steak dinner I've ever made in my van. Um, Basically just going to saute some onions and cook the filet, and that'll be it. It's too hot, I think, to sit here for a very long time steaming rice, so I won't be doing that. I'm just going to do steak, and that'll be enough for sure. All right, let's get to it. It's a little stuck though. Okay, so I need to grab a knife and do a couple slices of onion. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and carry that mess. Like that. And then let me go ahead and seal that back up so it's nice and fresh. Ooh. Go ahead and put that back in the fridge real quick. Put my water in there too. All right, so we have my onion. I'm usually take the middle part and the edges off. All right. Perfect. All right, now I guess I'm going to use my chili infused extra virgin olive oil. Would have used butter, but I didn't bring it. I'm running the fridge through some different settings changes and driving around just to make sure everything's the way I like it. Oh, that's good to know. This cap might leak a little bit. Let me see here. Trying to get some of that chili on the bottom to float to the top. There we go. Okay. Want to make sure that in the future when I lay it down, it doesn't leak on me, because you can't go driving around with all that stuff up there like that. All right, so let me go ahead and saute these onions a little bit. So, oh, I see. So the with the lid on it, you can't use the handle. All right, so I'm not quite done with the knife. I'll leave that out for now. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the gas on and the gas on. Let's see here. So Here we go. This gas is on. Okay. Turn that down a bit. I'm looking to see if it comes around the bowl or the pan. And if it does, I turn it down. Because I want just the bottom getting hot. I don't want the sides getting hot, if that makes sense. Let me just wait a little bit. Oh, I see. So this is what, so having like a threaded rod, like a 3-point threaded rod with like a little ratchet or something where you could put that bed that the oven is suspended on and just turn it and level it. Oh, that would be so awesome. Woo. Turn that down a bit. It's probably ready. Oh wow. They made it runner proof. What if there's a trick to opening these? If anyone knows, drop a comment, please. These are the Aldi steaks. I'm not quite sure why I can't just pull the tab, but there we go. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this down even more because I don't want a bunch of splash. Okay, turn down even more. Oh. Chili's nice. Wow. It's got kick. Oh, that bacon's getting warm. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about getting this surface over here too oily because I don't know, it adds character, you know. I could put like linseed oil on it, it would take it, but I didn't, so I'm not too worried. I still didn't do my foil wrap. I want to wrap this in flashing, but I didn't yet. Yeah, I should probably see what time it is. Let's see here. So it's like 16 after. Ooh, that pan is hot. Ooh. It's nice being able to cook, you know? The sun isn't going to set for quite a while, but it is getting lower. That's why I have that shadow. Yeah, I suppose I got to start thinking about lights and stuff like that. What are we doing here? I think it's just basically a fillet. So, I mean, as long as the pork is done, because there's bacon on it, right? Can't actually eat a fillet with pork that's not fully cooked. You'd be asking for trouble. Yeah, so I went to the outlet malls today and I got a pair of Skechers sneakers. Nice. First pair of sneakers in like, I don't know, probably like 8 years or so. Wow. My last pair of Skechers too. But I switched to flip flops a while ago and I never went back. And I bought a really good set of flip flops that lasted me, I don't know, probably like 3 or 4 years. So I'm just cooking the bacon that's lining that fillet. Doing it like 2 or 3 minutes per rotation per quarter. You know, I once went to a steak restaurant, and I asked for my filet mignon. I got the surf and turf. I got the lobster tail and a filet mignon, and I said, "Hey, can you make sure the filet is cooked well?" He was like, "No, sir, we can't do that." I was like, "What are you telling me you can't overcook a filet?" They're like, "Nope, you gotta have it medium or even like pink, right?" I'm like, "Oh man." He's like, "Well, that's what a fillet is." And I was just like, "Oh, are you kidding me?" Yeah, I would love to have the ability to level this, right, in situ. Right. So right now I'm on a really steep hill, so the oil's pooling over here. Um, but yeah, if I could raise this side up, like with a screw, like a lead screw or like a threaded rod, and just pull it up a little bit. Oh man, that would work. But the thing is like the base that this stove is sitting on is screwed directly into the floor, so it would pose a different challenge because you wouldn't want the base to be able to move side to side. So I think with like lead screws with yeah, those mounts, those brass mounts with the 4 holes in it, like a 3D printer bed, that would be doable. So this stove on Amazon is 250 plus all that, but I got this on AliExpress from uh, a shipper who also sells on Amazon. So when I purchased this on Ali, I got it for $143 plus. No, it was free shipping. But the thing is what they did is they went into their Amazon account and put my information in there manually, messed up my first name, and so when it came by Amazon, I was like, that can't be mine, and it was the wrong name too. So the stove got delivered to some other name I don't remember, and I don't know. I declined the delivery, and so I sent them a message, and I was like, "Hey, that box looks an awful lot like the size of a stove, and my delivery says that it's been delivered. Um, is that mine? You know?" And I gave them the name, and they're like, "Yeah, we messed up the name and shipping, but that's yours." So they had to reschedule the delivery, and I got it finally. But it only took like a week and a half, let's say, with the second delivery attempt. So I don't know. I saved over what, $100. It was worth it. It's worth the trouble, the inconvenience, you know. Nice. So I wonder how much propane I'm actually using. I wonder if they make it or sell a like a gauge, maybe like a pressure gauge where you can see full, medium, empty. You know, that's gonna drive me nuts because, I mean, the canister itself is so heavy. How am I supposed to know how much propane's in there? What if I run out like while I'm cooking? It's a huge tank. All right, we are getting close because that bacon's getting crispy. I think, because I did cut it in half, it's at the right thickness to actually fully cook. I mean, for future reference, maybe I would slice it down the middle and make thinner medallions out of that. It's not a bad idea. Well, I'm surprised the water hasn't dried completely. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it off and burn off all that gas. And then turn the oven off. Once it runs out, it's still going. Still going. Wow, that propane can really go. There we go, it's out. All right, that's off. Look at that. Oh my. Look at those onions. Oh my goodness. You guys got to see this. Look at that. Oh man. I am so hungry. I'm going to say quick grace. Oh yeah. Mmm. You know, because it's encased in bacon, it reminds me a little bit of like rouladen. And rouladen reminds me of red cabbage. So a good side for this one would have been red cabbage. For sure. Mm. Oh, it's so good. This has been a very interesting day. My first pretty much full day in the van. The only thing left I have to do is sleep overnight. But I still don't have any like internal lights, like, and my fan. I gotta edit that checklist. I need my fan. I have a battery powered fan. Mm-hmm. Oh, let me get some drink. The weird thing about this weather is as soon as that sun goes down, it's going to actually get cold. So, oh, it's so good though. As I get a little bit more confidence using all this stuff, I'll start cooking more. Rice, that takes an awful long time, right? Now with rice, I might even be better off turning the stove on, boiling it, simmering it, turning the heat all the way off to conserve propane. But keep a timer going, right? So every 5 minutes simmer, turn it off. Something like that might be worthwhile, but I think I would make extra rice, enough to fridge a bag of it, and then just dip into that bag and put it in my pot and reheat it, in my pan and reheat it. kind of like fried rice every time. And that's fine. I love fried rice. I got all oils. You know what I don't have? I don't have sesame oil. Sesame oil is the best for fried rice. Ooh. It's so beautiful out there. The thing is the sunset's over here, not by the lake. So there aren't many of those houses over there that are actually viewing the lake and the sunset. Right? Some. No. When I'm done eating, what am I gonna do with all that grease? I do have paper towels I could sop it up with and then throw the paper towels out. But I mean, is it possible to put the grease in an old spaghetti jar and keep it, or would it go rancid? I think it would go bad. I know my fridge is so small I wouldn't want to keep it in there. Boy, but for the price you can't beat it. This was like a $6 dinner. A $6 steak dinner. That's like my 4th bottle of water today. I don't know if you're on the video, if you were watching, but I filled one of these bottles up, well, somewhat up with that water, and it tasted so much like vinyl, like that smell of a brand new shower curtain, but it tasted like the smell. So yeah, I looked up on the internet to see how it is that most people do that, because it's a brand new water bag, right? And you know, I think it's like 24, 25 gallons, maybe even 30 29 gallons. I'll have to look. but it's big. It's really big. It's not like 3 or 4 gallons. It runs almost like 3/4 of the way underneath the entire stow and go bin. So wow, that's like 2.5 feet. It's a lot of water. I intentionally don't fill the bag up. That's why you see it sputtering a little bit, because it's too much weight, right? If you think about it, how much is that? Like, I only have 17 gallons of gas in my car with a full tank, maybe 18 total. Um, so that's almost double the gas that I have. So if I have a full tank of gas and a full tank of water, I mean, my car would be. So if I'm thinking about something like that, and I have been like noticing my car with the pine floors and the pine countertop. I mean, everything out of the same board, right? It's just tongue and groove, 1x6, but it's really 3/4 inch thick. So it's actually a lot lighter. Like, most people's subfloors on their van builds are 3/4 inch plywood plus their foam plus their plywood plus their hardwood floors that they put in there, right? So keep in mind, I took at least 250 pounds out of this van. So I did have a budget. But this car feels like I have all 6 people in my van plus a full tank of gas. So we're about equal now, where the van is pretty much in design for. I know that if I give gas, it's so much weight that the tires a little bit lose a little traction, which means every time I don't start right, I give a little bit too much gas, I take a couple miles off those tires every time. So, yeah, that's a problem. You got to watch out for stuff like that, especially if I'm doing DoorDash with all of this stuff. I'm in a pinch, right? Um, yeah, it's just that quick starts. It's not really recommended with all of this weight in here, and it is noticeable, right? Granted, I need to use 5 millimeter thick plywood, but it's engineered with supports, only spanning 3 inches, so that plywood could handle it. Um, one of my butt cheeks is probably on a support, a 2 inch thick support right now, but it's not intentional. I could go in between. I could go like that and not hear any splintering, right? So I don't know. The van is definitely weighted down, but it's weighted down to where a normal trip, where we're all in the van and I filled it up max gas, and a lot of times I'll say to my kids, I'll say, "Wow, my van isn't stopping like it normally does," and it's because of the weight. Um, when they all get in there, see, now that they're older, it's rare that all 6 of us were together. Um, but even more so now, there's just one left, so at home. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I am thinking about. I had so much fun building this thing, even when I got sick and all that. But still, I had so much fun building this. I want to build another one. I want to build a bigger one, right? And I want to use like CAD. I want to take the time and sit down and actually design it. All of this stuff, as I said before in other videos, where it's just me with a tape measure saying, yeah, let's put a board here, and let's make it this wide here and this long here. And I ended up front to back. But it's all right. You get a square out from time to time, and you just make sure everything's square and plumb. That's all you can do. I would probably spend more time making sure like the holes were pre-thought out to where you're not seeing screw heads from the front. And I wouldn't be using these metal L brackets. They'd all be pre-thought where each hole would be with CAD. But yeah, we'll see. Oh, that's what that was. That's my chickpea rotini. So we'll see. We'll see. But I want to start driving through some of those towns, right, and making some videos on that. And that's kind of like the whole roamer thing. But when we get to Florida, eventually I want to do like spring videos where they have those crystal clear springs that you can swim in, maybe kayak. I probably rent a kayak. I'm noticing like I've got too much stuff on my van already. Like maybe an inflatable kayak would do, but I'm running out of space here. So I'm not fully loaded yet. And I was looking at measuring cups, speaking of weight, and it's funny because I grabbed the stainless steel measuring cups for $6. All the cups on a ring with the spoons, measuring spoons, $6.97 at Walmart. And I was like, man, that's a good price. But the weight, it was at least a pound and a half of steel. So I'm starting to think like that. So my brain's changing a little bit. And I want to figure out, like, okay, I think I have plastic, options as well. So I want to go to the home store and cut down on weight, right? So we'll see. But it's things like that, like thinking about weight, right? And every dollar, every pound cost. It's not free. So every time I hit the gas and the brake to return to that original speed, the more weight I have in my car, that's like a penny or 2 pennies. So making good choices here, like they're aluminum pans with a really good Teflon coating, and they don't all have the handles, right? So you cut down on weight like that. That's how you do it. Well, I rambled enough. Let me go ahead and clean up. All right, let me get to the dishes. Bye. All right, I'm back. Dishes are done. Got a Amazon package. Oh no, wait, this is an AliExpress package. Let's see what we got here. Oh, okay, so let's see. I think this is what I was waiting for the laptop, right? Yep. Yep. So it works where I can use the PD port on my power wall and go directly into my Surface Pro, which we'll try in just a bit. All right, so you got to be careful with this one because that copper connector is like right exposed. So it's not like I want to leave that plugged in ever when I'm not using it. For that, I took a nap today between some of that video today that you're going to see here, and I went down for the nap at 23%, and it couldn't have been more than like an hour nap. And when I woke up, it was 75% charged, and I was like, "That's really impressive for a USB-C port to do that, right?" Well, kitchen's clean, and I've got my new charging cable I've been waiting for. I turn the gas off. Yep, stove's off. Everything's cleaned up. I am ready to sign off for now. Oh, wow. I fell asleep and I'm just waking up, and apparently I slept through the night. Oh my gosh. What time is it? Oh, it's time to get moving. Everyone's walking. Oh, wow. First night in the van. Check. Nice. Well, I had planned to finish and wrap this video up last night, but the next day. No way. Let's go. Um, wow. All right, so I guess I got to start like the wake up process and all that. I'm just gonna take down these privacy panels and the curtains and dump my garbage because there's a can right over there. Well, I really appreciate you guys watching. If possible, give the video a like, subscribe if you're interested, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks again. Bye.